So those little specks flying around your bananas are different than those little specks that are hovering around your houseplants. So here's the thing. We were having a supervisors meeting. That's basically where all the department managers, we get around and we, some people say it's a bull session. Some people say it's a complaint meeting. Some people, we actually get things done. But while we're having that meeting, 3 customers in a row came in all about needing something to control the fungus gnats around their houseplants. So just like in the first segment, we were talking about seeing skunks everywhere. Here we see another thing that all of a sudden the gnats are all around your houseplant. So if you have that same issue, you make sure you listen up. By the way, we are on podcast, so you can go and hit this segment and go back on podcast or YouTube, and you can listen to it again. So let's just get fruit flies out of the way. They're not fruit flies and fungus gnats, and the gnats around your houseplants are 2 different things. Fruit flies are a species that's same as, it's in the family, let's say, of the common housefly. It's dark. Usually it's a dark color, and then it has it has some brown in it. But I mean, you got to have really good eyes to see that. Not to mention its red eyes. So they get their name because they just go around ripening fruit. So fruit flies, that's why. And that a lot of times it's not that they're in your house, is that they're catching a ride on some of the produce that you're buying, especially like bananas. That again, it's something that they can be around the entire year, mostly that they are going to be active when it's warmer or in the fall. One fun fruit fly fact, okay, they begin eating immediately after they are born. So it's not like, mom doesn't do anything. It's like, here's a banana. And one female fruit fly can lay as many as 500 eggs in 40 days.
Good Lord.
Yeah, I know, right? No wonder why. Another interesting fruit fly fact. Fruit flies are a valuable assets to scientists performing genetic research, since fruit flies and humans share, ready for this, 75% of those genes which cause diseases.
Get out of here.
There you go. So Jeff Goldblum and the fly. See, that's why it happened.
Oh my goodness.
All right. That's not what you're seeing around your houseplants, though. Fungus gnats. Fungus gnats are what you're seeing. And that it's going to be something where fungus gnats are dark gray or black. They're stupid flyers. It's like they can't fly well at all. Or fruit flies can move around, and they got some, they've got some panache about them. Fruit flies look like they're just drunk. Okay, so and they feed on fungi, algae, and decaying plant matter. So like if you have a plant that has peat moss in it and that peat moss is starting to decay, it's going to be eating and eating that, and then also lays its eggs there too. And they get to be full grown in 2 weeks. So, and then the cycle happens all over again. They can be a pain. They can be a pain. Usually, if you're keeping your plants too wet, that's going to happen. So they only live, though, for 10 days. So I don't feel sorry for them. Females lay 200 eggs in the cracks and crevices of growing media at a time. So again, room temperature is perfect. Your home is a perfect breeding ground for fungus gnats. Congratulations.
Okay.
And a lot of times it's during winter that you'll see them. So like we're at peak season, that it's more time. The more time you spend in towers, the more you're going to notice them. But again, it's overwatering your plants and not letting them to dry out, because if there's nothing there that's moist, they're not going to stay around. So moisture levels in the plant are going to keep them. But then what do you do if the most tropical and house plants are moist but not wet? So what do you do? What do you do? All right, here's what you need to do. You'll need to allow the surface of the soil to dry out between waterings. That's first. Then you need to use a pyrethroid type. It's what we call thrins, okay? A type of insecticide on houseplants. You want ingredients. Now, if you look on the bottle, say active ingredients, and you'll notice that all of these have the last end of the type of pesticide as a thrin. So here's one: bifenthrin, cyfluthrin, permethrin, lambda-cyluthrin. All of those are what you want. They are basically a man-made chemical that mimics a natural insecticide. But the better part is that man has created so that it lasts longer. Now, short-term things like I was like, oh, I'm going to spray it with insecticide of soap, or I'm going to do neem. It doesn't last long. That's a problem. You want something that's going to last long because, again, they're breeding so fast that you can't keep up with killing the adults, so they stop breeding, so you're always treating it constantly. You never seem, and the stuff doesn't seem to work. But what you're doing is you're killing one generation at a time, and you can't do that. The best choice. Now, New Jersey eliminated imidacloprid in large bottles that we used to use on trees and shrubs and roses. And it's just stupid. People ruined it for all of us. But they allowed a small houseplant version of imidacloprid is allowed to be sold. And that has a long residual. It's great for your houseplants because it will control a whole host of insects because it works systemically. It works through the plant system to make it poisonous to the insect. But it also will stay on the soil because it's applied to the growing medium, and therefore it will kill multiple generations of fungus. Now that you're looking for, like Bonite has one, it's called systemic houseplant insect control. You're looking for something that imidacloprid is the active ingredient. That's imidacloprid is the active ingredient. And you want to apply that. Some people say, well, what if I get say like a Venus flytrap? Will that work? It's not very efficient. How about pitcher plants? Will they work? It's like, yeah, but again, it's kind of like a redundancy problem where they have to be kept moist, so that's attracting more of the fruit of the fungus gnats, and then therefore it's just a reoccurring cycle. Sundews work really well because it acts like a little fly paper. They stick to it, they eat it, but it's more of a fun thing than a reality thing because it's really not going to work. Anyway, if you've got questions about how to control fungus gnats or anything, or you missed something, just please call that hotline. That's 609-685-1880. Leave your question and we'll get you the answer